Hey guys, Yummy here again, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite blaster in Star Wars Battlefront, which is the E-11 blaster. This is what you guys would probably know as the standard Imperial blaster in the original trilogy, and the starting out blaster for the Imperials in Battlefront. I really love how this gun plays in combat. It's basically it fit what I want in a blaster the most of any of the blasters in the game. It kind of has this middle ground and a lot of stats, and because of that it's kind of like a jack of all trades. But it just seems to work out for me, so I really enjoy using it. So I'll just talk about this gun a bit and how it does in combat, why I think it's such a great gun. For starters, it's a slower firing blaster, and I just in general like the slower firing blasters in Battlefront. They tend to do a lot more damage because just to compensate for their slower fire rate. If they did little damage, that would really suck. But it comes off to me like a lot like the Scar H from Battlefield, really slow firing but powerful, and it does well in a lot of situations. Like even with its slow fire rate, it does enough damage in close combat to where you'll still be able to kill people using any other blaster except for the DL-44 because it's a broken piece of shit. But it just has the capability of being so versatile that's what I enjoy using. I always love guns in any shooter game that's versatile, because you do come across a range of situations in practically every life. So you need a blaster that can account for that. And I don't know if it's just me, but this gun actually seems like it has the blasts have a faster travel speed than with another supposed to be used at range weapon, the T-21, where that one's like so slow firing and so powerful, you think it's supposed to be used at range, but it just, when I'm using it, it seems almost impossible to hit moving targets. But with the E-11, it seems just so much easier. It might be coupled with the fact that it has a pretty faster fire rate. So I don't know, this one overall, as much as I think that the T-21 is great at range, I might actually just prefer the E-11 just overall. When shooting at range, I found it was like the most effective to just tap fire the gun manually, like just shoot every single shot individually, personally on your mouse, and I think just made it a lot more efficient at hitting targets at range. I don't know if it actually did, like there still may be the same amount of recoil as usual if you just held it down, but it just seemed I was able to hit targets a lot more consistently if I was using it like the T-21B, which is a semi-auto rifle, and just manually forcing myself to tap fire it. Tap each individual blast. I don't know if this is actually like some kind of fact, but it just seemed like the blasts were landing on target more often doing this. So I definitely would suggest doing that if you're playing Walker Assault in some massive open place like Hoth or something, and you're gonna be encountering enemies at a lot longer ranges. It just might be a better plan. And on the game that's in the background, you might have noticed I was going on a pretty nice streak in the beginning. I played very well in this match, but our team was PTFOing in the beginning, but we just fell apart, and I don't know, I was just thinking that I could carry our team to victory for some reason.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
But you can't expect to be on good teams every single match in Battlefront, especially a game that doesn't shuffle teams at all, like ever. So yeah, I can't really expect to win every single match, and I actually don't think I've won a majority of my matches. I don't know, but anyway, back to the E-11. I just love this gun aesthetically as well. Like beyond how it performs in combat, it's the classic Star Wars gun. Like it is the Star Wars blaster, as Star Warsy as Han Solo's blaster. You see it definitely more often, as well as it's used by all the stormtroopers, and it's used by Luke and Leia in the first couple movies, and it's just probably the most iconic of all of the Star Wars blasters, and definitely the sound as well. Just shooting it sounds a lot like the toy replica ones that you saw maybe as in your childhood, where the toy ones with that sound effect playing whenever you pulled the trigger. It's just all around, like, it's such a great experience using the gun. It's very immersive, and on top of that, it performs to me like the overall best of all of the guns in the game except the broken DL-44. It may just be because I've done the best using this blaster of any blaster in the game, except for that one round that I used the DL-44 after I unlocked it. It may just be causing a bias in my opinion, but I think this blaster performs very well, and it makes me really happy because it's just an all-around great blaster, and I always love versatility in guns in any shooter game, so that gives it a really huge plus for me. And if you just want a blaster that's gonna be very reliable in any situation that you find yourself in while playing the game, then I recommend the E-11. It won't let you down. And so you guys probably have experience with it just from starting out the game as the Empire and having to use it, but later in the game, it's still, like, even at higher levels, it's still a really effective gun. So I love it, and if you guys like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And until next time, this is Yummy. Goodbye, and good hunting.